William Golding. He was a British novelist, playwright, and poet under the 20th century. And this is the story of William Golding. Golding was born in England in 1911. He had a pretty normal childhood. His father was a schoolmaster, while his mother was active in the movement for women's right to vote. Later in life, William describes his childhood self as a brat. He even said that he enjoyed hurting people when he was a child. After primary school, William attended Oxford University, where his main subject was English. When he was done with college, William followed his dad's footsteps and took a job as a teacher. Golding took a break from his teaching career in 1940. Instead, he joined the Royal Navy to fight in World War II. In 1945, when the war ended, William went back to teaching and writing. And in 1954, William Golding published his first and most famous novel, Lords of the Flies. At the age of 73, Golding was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. In his life, William got 2 kids, David and Judith. He also got a couple of grandkids. William died of a heart attack in 1993. But the books he left behind are far from dead. The book Lords of the Flies has been read by millions worldwide, and it has been required reading in schools, colleges, and universities for the last 50 years.
If you didn't read this in high school, I would recommend reading it.
So what inspired a man like William Golding to write a story like Lords of the Flies? Well, William got a lot of inspiration from being a teacher, even though he wasn't the best teacher. His former students had described him as the wrong person to be a school teacher. Sometimes William started conflict between his students to see what happened. He wanted to see just how far the kids would go. One time he divided his students in 2 groups, one to attack and one to defend. And he was amazed with the outcome. Golding later called it experimental science. And this was his biggest inspiration for the book. How far are children willing to go in a conflict where all adults are gone and no one is there to serve as a civilizing impulse? And eventually, the children become violent and brutal. Lords of the Flies was rejected by 21 publishers due to a brutal story. The story is about how a group of young boys, the ages from 6 to 12, are left alone on an island without any adults after an airplane crash. It's about the tension between group thinking and individuality, power and followers, innocence and the loss of innocence, and morality and immorality.